Hello and welcome back to The Gentleman and His Sword. It's Jeremy, and it's been a wonderful 2 weeks. I'm just going to give you a bit of an update. I'm enjoying my new location. It's personal space. It's pretty empty right now because I don't have like a lot of stuff in here, but it's roomy enough that I can actually work out from home and do a bit of exercises and stuff. So I'm actually pretty stoked about working out or like living out here. It's pretty good. As per usual, always gonna start with one thing that I'm grateful for, and today is just, I mean, being able to sustain myself. I think that's one thing. Self-sustenance, self-sufficiency is so important, especially now, after we've had all this turmoil going through our lives right now. Too many people have lost friends, others have lost pets, and I feel for them. Whoever hears that knows exactly who I'm talking about. But yeah, and yeah, how you just have to keep moving, and every choice is just so important. Self sufficiency has just helped me like become a better person in general, and that in and of itself comes from like reading a lot of books, non-fictional books, as well as just learning from people who have been in the world longer than I have. And so that's something that I usually do all the time, is learn from others. And so I just want to keep that going. And as usual, I forget to say this, but thank you very much. If you like this video, just leave a like in at the bottom, leave a comment, and let me know how you feel. So today's topic, it's not more of a topic, it's more of like a discussion now. So it's like, and it's how I choose to move on with dead weight. So one way that I like, okay, so I'm a define dead weight because I think that's the most important. Is like dead weight to me is like holding on to people and things that no longer keep you in like a positive mindset. And when I talk about a positive mindset, I mean like in a balanced state of being. It's not about positive or negative. It's about being in balance, because it's easy in knowing how the world is with regards to like the polarities, negative and positive. There's much more negative than positive because there's always pessimism and stuff like that. So I choose to not to be around people who are very pessimistic, because what that entails is that you're actually putting yourself within that vibration of that person who's pessimistic, and so you always have to listen to them. And like imagine being feeding your mind or being around someone who's overtly pessimistic all the time, and then yeah, it's just not healthy for your actual mind. So the next point I was going to say, which was I just mentioned, is like it's not just limited to physical weight. There's a lot of weight I used to carry, a lot. I have not weighed myself in a while, but I can definitely tell like I've lost weight, maybe like 20 to 25 pounds. So and that also has helped with my mental clarity. So that's one thing. That weight comes in both aspects. So that weight can also entail like goals that you were really interested in before, like and how you go about doing it. So like, are you aligned with your goals? Are you moving around with your goals? Are you moving towards your goals? Are you aligned with people who are actually interested in your goals? And so like that's like one of the main crucial factors into whether you're going to be successful in whatever you're trying to achieve or not, is whether you're aligned with people who are in alignment with your goals. And so I think it's important that once you recognize that there's some people in your life who don't actually value your time or want to engage in your activities that you do, as I would categorize that personally as dead weight. And so I'll give an example as like when I had dead weight. So I have this. So as an empath, like I have this natural giving tendencies. Like I'll do things for people. I'll do things for people, and then, but what I've realized is that it's seldom reciprocated. So when I realized that, I just started pulling my energy back. Like, just like, yeah, you do, you can help here and there, but like, just don't. It's not even about getting too close. It's more like about realigning yourself. So like, because we all have the same 24 hours in the day. So we basically just, it's just easier for you to focus on the things that you're doing. So like today, it's my first productive day. I chose today to start like my gym regime. I wanted to start tomorrow on Monday, but I said, you know what, let me start one day earlier and see how that treats me. And to be honest, I think it was a good decision that I made this morning, because now I feel much more refreshed. I'm actually more on top of my schedules, and because I choose to now wake up early, thankfully, because of now having my own apartment, I can actually get a good routine going. So I think, as for example, like I have this challenge for myself. It's outrageous, It's like where I'm just gonna start working out every day for a while, because I do have one certain goal in mind that I should say. This is a long shot now, I'm gonna say this now, but there'll come a time when I'm going to fight with KSI for charity. And I'm gonna hold on to that dream, because I think that's important. And I'm gonna, in between that, I'm gonna do everything I can. So for like the first 2 months, I'm just gonna focus on fitness, getting down into shape, staying consistent in the gym. So like I want to develop a 30-day habit. So on the 11th of August, I'm gonna come back and tell you how far I am with my progress. And yeah, so, and also like one thing I want to keep for accountability is I'll take a photo every day of myself showing that I've gone to the gym. So that way I know that I went to the gym, and then I can also keep that in track. So yeah, and so also, because I still hold some weight, that's gonna be my version of taking out that dead weight. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, extending myself too much. So like now I'm extending towards myself by myself, if that makes sense, you know, doing things that I want to do to better myself, because time is of the essence, and I gotta make myself better. So retracting your energy is so important, especially when you feel you're not getting reciprocated. So like that's what I'm doing now. That's my goals right now. And yeah. So, my question to you is like, when was the last time you realized where you were overreaching yourself, or when was the last time you reached out and you found dead weight, right? So it's important to remember that. Important to evaluate and then act accordingly. You know, so that's the goal. Self study is very important, and that way, from what I've discovered from doing self study for myself, is there are many things that I can and cannot think about now because of self study and self sufficiency. So yeah, that's how I choose to move on with dead weight. Um, if you like what I talked about, please leave a like. I guess I said, please leave a comment. Do subscribe as well. Help me grow my channel as well. And thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll speak on the next excerpt. Take it easy and peace.